From every strand on the line of your reel, to the rods, to the anglers, to the lures on the end of your hook, let's talk about those big bass here on Co-Angler's Corner with your hosts, Rob Welch and John Stoudinger.
Good evening, everybody. This is John.
And I'm Cajun Rob. How y'all are?
And welcome to Co-Angler's Corner. I'm sorry,
Hey.
Rob. Every time you say that, I get a chuckle.
I actually got that from one of my Cajun cooks, Justin Wilson. You say it all the time. I like it. Hey, I'm wearing green now. I hope you got your green on today.
No, I don't.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that was the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was yesterday, but
All right.
be on the safe side.
Yeah, give or take.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm honored and to have this guest on. I didn't realize Karlee Jo was as young as she is. She's an accomplished angler. Her father Kevin's with her. She just fished her first LBAA, Lady Bass Angler Association event a couple weeks ago on Toledo Bend, and I'm interested to hear how that went for her, how she enjoyed it, if she had any questions about things, and if you check out her social media, woo-hoo, and I told her before the show, I was on there trying to figure out what I was going to steal off it because it is sharp.
Yeah, she's got a handle on it. She knows what she's doing on that.
100%. So, you ready to bring her on?
Let's bring them on.
All right, here's Miss Karlee Jo and her father, Kevin. Good evening, everyone.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are y'all?
All right, doing well.
Doing well, thanks.
Survived another Monday. Can't complain.
All right. I finally got all the stuff tuned into our Facebook and our YouTube and all that stuff because we had a little incident in the beginning, which seems to happen every couple of weeks. But no, I want to thank you for coming on. It truly is an honor for us. And
thank you for having me.
Oh yes. And
you're welcome.
Hey, Rick Amato, good evening. How y'all are? Rick, you're from Syracuse, New York. You can't be talking like that.
Well, he's in Florida now, so we'll give him a pass on that.
Yeah,
Rick's good people, so he's all right.
He is. So if you don't mind talking about your first LBAA experience.
Well, it went pretty good. It was fun.
Good. Yeah. And you got to fish with one of your mentors. I know the LBA puts anglers with mentors sometimes, and Miss Pam Horn, who has been a guest of the show once or twice. And how was that experience?
She's one of the best people I've ever met so far.
Awesome. And Pam came on.
I'd agree with that 110%.
Right on time, Pam. Good job. There's the superstar. 100%.
Oh yeah, she knows.
I'm gonna make this prediction now.
I'm
ready?
not a superstar yet.
Good.
In the making.
Yes.
She will be the first women Bassmaster Classic champion.
There you go.
That's my prediction.
I like it.
All right.
That's what we're.
Yep.
I like,
definitely. You're well on the way.
And for such a young woman, she has the whole package. She has the fishing ability, she has the marketing, and the sponsorship know-how, which
yep.
I wish I had a long time ago, but I didn't. I thought all you had to do was go out and catch fish. Sally Orell says this kid rocks.
Yep.
That's her grandma. That's my mama.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
So she
Sweet.
may be a little.
Nice. Hey, yeah, you can't do it without family.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Fishing isn't free.
Yep.
Yeah.
As both of you know. So I know we spoke a little bit before the show, Karlee, and you know, a lot of girls I shouldn't say girls because you're a young lady. Your age won't even touch a fish.
Yep.
Now, I think your dad knows where I'm going with this one. I can see by the smile on his face. You hold them in your mouth.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to just talk a little bit about where that started, how it started? Was it a bet your dad made with you or something like that?
No, I figured I saw a picture on Instagram from one of my friends. Her name is Morgan. And I met her in Texas when I went to Camp Bass for a week last summer. And
Okay.
I've seen a picture on her Instagram of her holding a fish in her mouth. And I told Mom and Dad, I said, next time I have a tournament, I'm going to do that. And then I did it. And then I just kept doing it. So,
Okay.
Like Jimmy Houston kissing the fish. I got you. That's
She,
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
She kisses every good one she catches. She kisses before she lets it go.
I kiss every type of fish I catch.
Cool.
So
I'll give you a little hint, okay? If you ever come north and you catch what they call a pike or a pickerel or a walleye,
Don't.
don't do that.
We
No.
got some of those in the Ozarks.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I won't recommend it.
We had a tournament and Dad, he caught quite a few.
Okay.
All I could catch was the bass.
That's
a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. Good thing for you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She caught the bass, and now if it was a chain pickerel tournament, I had them jokers dialed in that day.
Been there and done that.
Yes.
Yep. And whoever you're in the boat with or they're thankful.
Absolutely.
Barking Ruger's a good friend of ours from that boot-shaped state.
Way down south.
Way down. Yeah, he's more at the big toe part. Hammer time.
If he lived any further south, he'd have been a fish. But that's a different story for a different day.
Yes. But that's all right. So how did you get started in fishing, Karlee? Karlee Joe?
Well, I think I was 2. I think I was 2. And I've just loved it ever since. We went out to the pond one day and went fishing. And I caught.
Okay.
And then my first bass came out of one of our local watershed lakes. And we fished that lake quite a bit now. So
Nice.
it's been fun.
She was just a little tyke, 2, 3 years old maybe. And me and a buddy of mine went fishing, and we took her with us. And I tied on a Strike King mini buzzbait.
Yep.
And it was summertime. Buzzbait bite was hot. I thought, she can't get this hung up. She can't mess this up. I'm not gonna have to get her unhung out of trees all day. And she's the only person I've ever met that caught a bass slow rolling a buzzbait with it about 6 foot deep.
Yep.
I mean, she was reeling that buzzbait that slow, and we weren't paying attention to her. She was minding her own business, casting and fishing. All of a sudden, she said, Daddy, I got it. And I thought, there ain't no way. And I turned around, and sure enough, she had one fishing a slow rolling buzzbait.
Wasn't it a pretty good one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they like doing the unpredictable sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hunter Murdoch says, only girl I don't get upset about beating me fishing.
That's my cousin.
I got you.
That's okay. Hey, I've been beat by women. I'm not afraid to say it.
My little sister beats me every time we go.
Oh,
that?
wow.
Or my mom.
Yep.
It's the only sport I think that there is no advantage. I'll try this in English, Northern English. That there's no advantage between a male and a female.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
James Wheatley says, I fished a buzzbait like that before. It's actually a fun bite. LOL.
Oh, yeah.
I bet if I did, I'd catch a tree stump or something.
Or like I do, catch every leaf in the cove. It's like a magnet. So, yeah.
So what is your favorite technique to fish, Karlee Joe?
Lipless crankbait.
Outstanding. Like it. Mm-hmm.
I prefer anything with a one hook. Now, I know I won't say they bent rules for you, the LBAA, but they allowed you to come in because of your experience.
Yes.
So can you tell people, roughly how many tournaments you fished prior to the LBAA?
Like with the LBAA?
No.
No, just in general, how many tournaments you fished?
How many high school tournaments have you fished before your first tournament with the LBAA?
Too many to count.
Wow.
Yeah. I know we were talking before this and Dad said over 35.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Her high school coach of her bass fishing team is really active with the kids, and they pretty well have a tournament every Saturday from, depending on the weather, from the end of February up until the middle of May.
Whew.
Cool.
I mean, sometimes we'll do one on Friday and turn around and do another one on Sunday.
Yep.
Or it'll go Friday and Saturday, and then if we're out of school Monday, we'll have one Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So.
Can't beat that.
No.
Yep.
How do I sign up to go back to high school there?
That's what I was. Where was all this when I was in school?
Exactly. Never would have dreamed it in all the years.
No, I had to skip school and go fishing in the mornings before school.
No,
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you that I made it. I missed a few days of school because I wanted to go fishing or not, but that may or may not have happened.
It definitely happened to me. My principal would ask me, "Hey, how was fishing yesterday?" I said, "Oh, pretty good." He knew where I was at.
Yes, sir. That was me and my high school principal.
Yep.
He knew where I was at.
Yep.
Now it's, I won't say it's an advantage, but it kind of is because you get all that time. Now I was talking to a buddy and they're talking about parents homeschooling the kids just so they can fish more.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to do is homeschool just so I can fish more.
There you go, Dad.
She told me, hey, she said, Dad, if I was homeschooled, we could go fishing today and we could count it as a science project, right?
She is measurement material. I'm telling you what.
Yes.
There's science, math, English.
Yep.
You could put it all around fishing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now
Absolutely.
For all the guests that are watching, Karlee Joe did not catch all those fish behind him. So, but she did catch a couple.
I caught.
Let me move out of the way here.
This.
Yeah.
Now,
Dad caught the other two.
Oh, okay.
Now, Rob, you notice how quick she was to be able to point to that fish.
I'd have been 5 minutes trying to do that. So yeah, she's. Oh, I got you. That's slick.
See?
Good planning.
She's ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah.
Definitely ahead of the game.
Right. It's funny. We fished a BFL on Saturday at Dale Hollow, and there was I think a 240 boat high school tournament out of the next marina, and it was actually Kentucky versus Tennessee, and I think Kentucky won, but it was huge. I mean, there was boats everywhere. I felt it was funny. There was two Amish guys in a John boat in the middle of the lake, and hear these bass boats going by them 60, 70. I was like, them poor guys.
Yeah.
Poor guys. I felt sorry for them.
Yeah.
But they had the black overalls, straw hat, everything. So it was poor guys. They're probably traumatized by right now.
Probably.
What's your favorite lake to fish?
I've not really fished any big lakes yet, but out of the ones I have fished, it would be Lake Charles.
Okay.
I don't know where it's, but it's around here, around us.
It's a small state-owned fishing game lake.
Okay.
Oh, we got you.
Nice. So what do you think about Toledo Bend?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I've never fished Stumpy Lakes, so that was a fun experience.
Did Pam scare you with her boat driving?
A little. Just a little.
It takes a little bit of getting used to, yeah.
It does.
It does. Yeah. But you survived it. You had a good time.
Yep.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
See. Yeah. So, do you throw a bait caster a lot, or are you more finesse?
All I like to throw is bait casters. If I have to throw an open face, I'll throw an open face, but preferably bait casters.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, you got me beat. I prefer spinning rods. Of course, I'm in New York. Okay. I can. I do a lot more drop shotting than most people do.
I do quite a bit now. I do quite a bit. It worked for me a lot last year. I catch quite a few chicks on that drop shot last year.
It worked.
And you can drop shot on a bait caster. Just you have to upsize your hook and your sinkers. But I know a lot of guys will do that on docks and pretty good at it.
See, I don't have the upside because I started out at a 1/4 ounce, and I end at 5/8.
Wow.
on my drop shot.
Weight.
What's that?
I said 5/8 is a bait caster weight.
Yeah.
Bait caster with that one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. So, how were your nerves the first day of the tournament?
I was scared, excited, all at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
It definitely. I fished over 100 tournaments, and I still get the same feeling. So you get used to it, but seeing the water and seeing the fog out of the water and all the boats is pretty cool in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did some of your classmates think of you fishing this tournament?
They were. A lot of them was proud of me, and a lot of them was a little jealous. But
I can imagine being on your fishing team, and here you are walking across this professional tournament stage.
Yep.
And they're sitting there watching you.
Yeah. One of my, she's not my teacher, but she's one of the teachers that work at my school, and she is a kindergarten teacher, and she put my live video up on her board to let her class watch it, and her class goes, "Did she just put a fish in her mouth?" Goes, "Yeah, don't worry, she does it all the time."
Yep.
I would have probably said the same thing.
Yep.
It's not, did she touch the fish? It's did she put it in her mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have? I mean, being a female angler, have you experienced some of the people in your school saying, "I'm not taking the fish off for you," or do they all know that you're like legit?
I think they all know that I'm legit and stuff, but for the most part, yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Rob, I feel like I'm doing a lot of the talking here.
Oh man, you're the guru, man. but yeah, every tournament you go to, you'll pick up something. It's a learning experience. Like I said, even the boats. you get a chance to ride all these different boats, and you say, well, I like this about this one, I like this about that one, I like the layout on this one. So it's pretty cool. You get a good sampling, and then you see how your partner fishes. And I've learned a lot from my boaters, picked up stuff. But every tournament, you're going to pick up stuff and put in your toolbox. So, yeah, keep on keeping on.
She had a real eye-opening experience on day 2. Day 2, the weather was horrible.
Yep.
Yes.
Rain, thunderstorms, high wind, rough. Toledo Bend's a big old lake.
Oh, yeah.
And it was rough. And she stayed out there and fished the entire day. And she never fished anything like that.
Yep.
So, I mean, it was an eye-opening experience for her.
Oh, yeah.
In cold weather, like freezing cold, with the eyes of my rod freezing, with like the water and stuff freezing to the eyes.
Yep.
My rod freezing up. I fished in everything but that until that day. It was a little bit scary the first day.
Yeah. Who did you fish with on that day?
Julia Darbone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we've had her on the show before. Great lady.
Yes. Yeah. So Barking Rugers, Karlee, get yourself a couple of old friends with a YouTube channel you can call and ask questions.
That's pretty good.
I don't know if he's talking about us.
Well, we're old, so it could be. I mean,
yeah,
could be. But yeah, I'll tip. I've learned up here in Kentucky, when it gets real cold, you get the ice in your guides, spray some of that line conditioner on your guides, and it helps a lot. Or just dip it in the water, a little bit of both, but that definitely does help.
Yeah.
You can also just stick the rod in the water; it'll do the same thing.
Yep. But it ices back up, so it's aggravating.
They just ice back up anyway, whether you put conditioner on it, WD-40.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I won't suggest trying to use a lighter or anything like that, because that kind of hurts the line.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't want to do that.
Now, I know we're concentrating mostly on Karlee, Joe, but Dad, do you fish tournaments?
Never seriously, no.
No, okay.
When I had time off and there would be one, I'd jump in it and fish a derby here and there, but never seriously, no.
Okay. But I do hear you can catch some chain pickerel.
I can wear them out.
And I'm sure Karlee Joe was greatly appreciative of that.
Yep. I didn't have to take him off the hook when he caught him or anything. He did them all by himself.
You taught him well.
We're proud of you, Dad. We're proud of you.
Yeah.
So what, fish, a lot of people fish. What got you into tournament fishing?
He's talking.
Oh, what'd you say?
What got you into tournament?
I don't really know what got me into tournament fishing.
Okay.
When I was in 6th grade, I was wanting to fish with my high school trail, but then once I got into 7th grade, he let me fish it, because you had to be in 7th grade through 12th to fish with the high school, with my local high school trail. So once I got into 7th grade, I started fishing them, and then I fell in love with it. But tournament fishing wise, I started with our local 4-H.
Okay. Nice. I tried to get our 4-H to do something like that, and they didn't want to do it. More of a liability type thing than.
Yes. That's the good thing about being from the South is everybody's got no John boat laying in the backyard.
Yep.
Our 4-H is real active in the outdoor sports.
Nice.
Outstanding. Can't beat that.
Our 4-H outdoor sports is equestrian. And I'm not talking about shooting at horses either.
Yes.
But no. 4-H is a great thing. Great group.
It is.
You can learn a lot if you want to. So are you going to be able to fish the next tournament at the LBAA over on Bull Shoals?
Yes, I'm very
Good.
excited for that one. 'Cause
Outstanding.
I'm used to fishing the type of stuff that's at bull shoals. I wasn't really used to fishing the stumps because our local watersheds don't have very many stumps.
Yep.
There's a few that have a lot of grass, but not a lot of stumps.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So
Jade Wells says Karlee would spend the night in her boat if Mama would let her.
I almost have actually, but she made me get out of the boat and go in the house because it was getting cold. But I wanted to stay out there in the boat because we got a new boat, and I went out there, was relining rigging up my rods, putting all my tackle in the boat, and it was at like 9:30ish, and she told me to come back in the house. She like forced me to get out of the boat and go in the house.
Wow.
I think she's bit by the bug.
Absolutely.
Yep. Oh, definitely. That sounds like something I'd do.
I don't think that's more like that's not even a mosquito-sized bug. That's like a pterodactyl.
Yep.
So do you being from the South, do you do a lot of smallmouth fishing, or don't you have that much where you're at?
We don't have very much from
Yes,
where.
we do.
Oh, we do.
What's in all the rivers?
Oh, smallmouth.
Yep.
Well, we don't fish rivers very much,
No, but we do.
but yeah, we have some. Well,
Our local Ozark rivers are full of smallmouth.
Okay, you're
Yep.
Ozarks. Okay.
Yep.
Pam says, I may or may not have slept in my boat a couple times.
I could if I would if Mom would let me, but I'd make that my new bedroom.
There you go.
There you go. Yep. I know I've got some friends, and they would drive, 6-7 hours to tournaments, and they'd park their boat right at the boat ramp, blocking everything so that so they had to get up so that they didn't oversleep.
Get a knock on the window.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, we want to get in. Oh, guess it's time to get up. So what's the biggest bass you've caught?
5 pounds. It was right at 5.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
nice.
how much this one weighed.
Yep.
It was right at 5.
Cool.
I don't know
Awesome.
about the other 2. I don't keep track of Dad's fish.
Well, hopefully you can get a bigger one at Bull Shoals.
I hope so.
They definitely there. They're definitely there.
They are.
Are you gonna fish Gunnersville as well? Like Gunnersville's got some double digits down there.
I think so.
You are.
Good. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to make it down for that tournament. Hopefully, I got an uncle that lives down in Montgomery, so I may try to make it down for that one, and look forward if I can see you at weigh in.
Okay.
Hey, Rob, you weighing as many fish as I did on Gunnersville.
Hey, I weighed one and won money, so that's all it counts. I got checked.
But, actually, I forgot the question. I had a question I forgot to ask. I forgot I was going to ask it now. Oh, Pam says the same thing. I foresee a new personal best from Bull Shoals real soon.
I'd agree with that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's one of Pam's favorite bodies of water to fish.
Yep.
Yep. That's her backyard.
Yep.
Now, do you get a chance to pre-fish down? Will you get a chance to go down there and practice, or is that something where, okay.
Good deal.
Bull Shoals is about 2.5 hours from us.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
No, it's probably one of the closest big lakes to us.
What Norfolk was?
Norfolk is, but it's 30 minutes from Norfolk to Bull Shoals.
Oh.
Okay. Awesome. Well, hopefully you don't try to put that one in your mouth.
She'll kiss that one.
Oh yeah, there you go.
She'll kiss that
Yeah.
one.
Just Okay, that makes sense. I could see her with like a 7 or 8 pounder sticking out of her mouth.
Be a good problem to have.
It a real good problem to have.
That would be a big problem to have if that was a small one. So, no, but
how far are you from Ouachita Lake?
We're probably about 3.5 hours.
Okay, I've been there a couple times. Beautiful lake, crystal clear water, gin clear. It's pretty
nice. Now, I'm gonna say this for all you aspiring anglers who want to be professionals. Check out Karlee Joe's social media.
Definitely.
If you have not looked at her social media, go right ahead and check it out. She's definitely head and shoulders above me, and I know I know some professional anglers that her social medias are better than.
Absolutely.
So, and I'll guarantee you, she doesn't have someone in the background she's paying money to do it.
Yep.
Nope. The only thing she does is she'll bring me or mom the phone and she'll hand it to us and say, "Is it okay if I post this?" And 99% of the time we tell her, "Yeah, go ahead and post it."
Yeah.
Good deal.
And that 1%
Excellent.
of the time's there's nothing bad in it. There may be some misspelled stuff, something like that, but it's no. The kid's got a great head on her shoulders.
Good deal.
Pam says she did kiss both her cold fish at Toledo Bend on day 1. Hey, you gotta.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I also kissed the 2 fish I caught day 2, but they were dinks, so they were like almost right at the length they were supposed to be. I don't remember the exact length.
Yeah, they're like the ones that Rob catches on Dale Hollow, just short.
Yep, you take the tail and you stretch it and you flip them over and yeah, that happens.
Wheatley Fishing wants to know: would you rather fish clear water or stained water?
Depends on the lake I'm at.
Okay,
but preferably clear.
Yep.
Same here. We don't. I mean, most of the water up by me is clear, so. I mean, like Lake Ontario, you can see 20 feet down. I consider that clear.
Yeah.
We have one lake that you can see pretty far down.
Okay.
One of our little. It's like a great big pond. It's not really a watershed lake, but it's also not really a pond either. It's huge-ish. It's like it's at our farm pretty much.
I got you.
Okay. And I know Pam Horn. She's one of your biggest fans as well. And she says that smile hit a lot different that first cull too. It was priceless.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Was it? Were you more impressed with getting the first fish or culling the fish?
Getting the first fish.
Yeah. That's always a relief.
The whole goal for that tournament was just to catch a fish.
Right.
Yep, to get on stage. That's the same way with me. If I get one, I get on stage and I got points. So winning right there. Even on turf tournament.
Yeah. I know there was one tournament in particular on a lake that Rob had mentioned earlier that I didn't weigh any fish in. I ended up on the second day I went on stage just to thank my sponsors. So don't be afraid just to make that small appearance,
Oh yeah.
But is there anything else you want to talk about, Rob?
Well, talk about the clear and muddy. I know, in my experience, some of the muddy water is a little warmer sometimes. If you got a kind of a colder lake, that muddy water will sometimes be a little better. You can fish your crankbaits, your reaction baits. So yeah, you're right on that. It just depends on the lake and the conditions. But That's pretty cool. But
A lot of our local lakes are deep, clear lakes. And it's been my experience over the years that if you're buzzing down the lake and you see a windblown point or a windblown bank where the water's stained right there, you better stop and fish it.
oh yeah, they'll hide up in that mud sometimes. There'll be that little line like you said, and they'll hide in it and they'll get out and get shad or whatever.
Absolutely.
But yeah, absolutely. Great point. Great point.
Karlee, Joe, I'm not sure as far as regulation wise and stuff, but are you allowed to drive a boat?
I've not yet, but
Okay.
a while back I went and got my boater's ed.
Okay, you got your boaters. Okay. Okay.
In the state of Arkansas, as long as she has a boater's ed, she can operate the boat as long as there's an adult over 18, I believe, in the boat with her.
Don't they have to have their fishing license though? If they're in the boat with
Yes.
me? Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Barking Rugers, Karlee, would you prefer to fish a youth only tournament, all ages, youth adult team tournament?
All ages.
There you go.
Definitely.
And like with me, and it sounds like you're the same way, as long as you go out there and learn something, you know, that to me, that's what fishing is about, making friends, having fun, and learning.
Yep. Me and Dad and Mom and my sister try to go at least once a week when Dad's home from work.
Okay.
Just
Awesome.
to go and spend time on the water. Me and Dad went this morning. It was cold, windy.
Yep.
It was really, really windy.
Well, you've experienced the fact that professional fishermen, you're not there yet, but they don't get to pick and choose what lakes or what weather they fish in.
Yep.
And Pam says, well, Karlee is the guest. I think it's important to mention and talk about the 100% support she gets from her parents. We did mention that before the show. And It's awesome. I'm sure there are lots of kids that love fishing that don't get that kind of support.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. Thank you
No
for
doubt.
mentioning that, Pam. I know it. I'd mentioned it before the show. So, and Barking Rugers agrees 100%, Pam.
Absolutely.
And it's not just, I mean, the social media aspect is very important. So you do have to have some screen time, but I think it's also important to get out there and learn. There's more in life than staring at screens.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Sally Oral says absolutely. Is it oral or oral?
Oral.
Oral.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to disrespect anybody.
I don't believe in TV screens as babysitters.
Yep.
I think that's it. So at our house, you get an hour a day, and that's it. I mean, you can play on your phone, you can play on your tablet an hour a day, and then it's get busy doing something else. Get outside and play if the weather's nice, or find something productive and creative to do in the house if the weather's not nice. But you're not gonna sit and stare at a TV screen all day.
When the weather's not nice, I put a cup in the living room and I pitch and flip into it.
There you go.
I try to. Our ceilings are lopsided a little. Try to make it work.
See, here's how you can help try to pay for your fishing. At your tournaments, you can bet each angler. There you go. Be like, hey, here's $2.
Yep.
No, I'm only joking. I'm not promoting gambling. I'm not promoting gambling because we try to keep this a family-friendly show.
Yep. Yeah, but Denny Brower did that. He said he had I guess his wife had a plastic plant, and said time he got through practicing, he tore the plant all up, had to buy her a new plant. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. Like when I first started fishing, one of the guys, a good friend of mine, says, "What are you fishing?" And I told him. He goes, "Are you going to fish a jig?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Okay, I don't have to worry about you." It was a jig lake, but he says no. I learned how to fish a jig by standing on the bottom step of my my porch. because
Yep.
that's about 8-10 inches up, and so about same depth as the water is from the boat. And I got to learn how to do it that way. Kind of hard to
Yeah.
learn a craft that way.
Yeah, there's some older guys that live around me, and that's all they fish year round is a jig. And
Mhm.
when they fish the top 5 or top 10, you're like, yep, jig bite was on that day because they were up in the top.
Yep, and you know when you miss it.
Oh, yeah. You're like, dang, I should have been throwing it.
Barking Ruger says, we have family time. I make the 2-year-old line his shoes up and pick him up with flipping jigs into them. I flipping jigs into
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
No. And Hunter Murdoch, not only can the girl fish, but you guys should see her shoot clay birds.
Oh.
Not the clays. The fishing part's way better than the clays. I can't hit clays to save my life.
Oh.
Sometimes, most of the time.
Oh, that look from Dad says a little different.
Mhm.
You may not be as comfortable as it.
That's it. She's
I'm
not
not
as comfortable.
consistent. I'm not consistent with the clays.
All right. So you're a total outdoorsman.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's
Awesome.
great.
I mean, I know New York State, you like for big game, you have to be 16. Are you allowed to hunt different small game hunt there, or is it just all trap shooting for you?
You hunt?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Deer. We sometimes go duck hunting, and we snow goose hunt quite a bit. Preferably the deer, though. He likes turkeys, but
Yep.
Okay.
I don't care for the turkeys.
Chase and Robin Clark are very proud of you, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, we're about almost 45 minutes into this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
I told you time flies now. Time flies.
Yep. And Sally Oral says, if Karlee is representative of your future generation, we're going to be fine. Thanks to all the pros for supporting our young anglers.
Absolutely.
And Barking Ruger says, question for Dad. If she wants to play golf, is that...
Absolutely not. Fast fishing, shooting clay pigeons, hunting. I'm 100% behind her. Golf. She got to find somebody else.
I always have trouble going through the windmill. I always hit the windmill. I'm golfing, but that's
I'm
just
with you
me.
on that one. Well, that clown
Just take your flipping stick out there and get out by the green, the practice green.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Stephanie Tucker says, we're so proud of you, Karlee, and are with you every step of the way.
That's my
Awesome.
aunt, my mom's
Oh, gotcha.
And like Pam said, the family, you got to have the family support.
Absolutely.
And sometimes
yeah.
it's just not mom and dad, family and friends. That's the world.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yep. All right. So, since I did mention families, things and stuff like that, I talked to you before the program. I'm going to ask you one question. I give you time to think. And my wife's a baker. What is your favorite homemade cookie?
Mine is my sister's homemade peanut butter cookies. Fresh out of the oven, though. They have to be fresh out of the oven.
So they burn your lip.
Chewy.
All right. Dad?
I'll go with her. My youngest daughter's fresh homemade peanut butter cookies, fresh out of the oven.
Michael Horn, he's jumping in, and he's actually Pam's son. He says, I'm jumping in here now. Do you plan on fishing more LBAAs this year?
Yes, I plan on fishing all the ones that... I plan on fishing all of them.
Nice. So maybe we can do a live, if Rob gets a chance to go to Gunnersville, maybe we can get Rob to do a live interview with you.
Absolutely. Now you're gonna love Guntersville. It's all grass. There's a little bit of lay downs, but it's beautiful lake. You'll love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful lake. No, actually, I have a love-hate relationship with Guntersville. I fished a tournament there. It was a Toyota Championship. My boater on day one had 22 pounds, I believe, and I had 0.
Oh,
And you know, I looked at it this way. He told me what to do, and I was getting bites throwing a frog. It's just I wasn't getting them to the boat, and I chose to leave his fish alone. You know, out of respect for him and the amount of money he puts into it. You know, and so that's that. I mean, I wouldn't mind going back to Guntersville because I know how to catch them. But I guarantee I would leave every single frog I owned at home.
yeah, I had the same thing at Chickamauga, so I feel you, man. I had like 15 blowups on a frog, nothing to the boat.
Yep. All right.
It can
All
be
right,
aggravating.
Karlee. I know you're ahead of a lot of adults on this. And no, Michael Horn says he's stoked for you for doing that. This is the point of the time of the show where it's all about you. All right, you and your partners, you and your sponsors. All right, and
Family, friends, whoever you want to thank.
Yep. So go ahead and take your time.
I'm gonna start off by thanking my mom and dad. It wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to fish as much as I do without them. And all my local home sponsors. And then my rod sponsor. They're a huge help with it's Rocks Outfitters in Highland, Arkansas.
Okay. Now do you want to mention
Rocks, they have great rods. They can custom paint. They hand custom paint their own lures, and they pour their own soft plastics, and they pour their own. Isn't it tungsten?
Not tungsten. They pour their own lead jig heads.
Their own lead jig heads.
Okay. Awesome.
They're home to K&R glides.
Yeah, they're also home to K&R glides.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do you want to mention any of your local sponsors? Because I know you got a contractor or two.
Let me look at my jersey.
That's what I have to do. I have to or forget.
I don't really know. Bowers Farms.
Okay.
The first one I saw. And then
that's fine.
How do you say his name?
Prevett
Automotos.
Yep.
They were one of my first sponsors, other than mom and dad and myself.
There you go.
All right. I put myself in my jersey. I had to do that.
Hey,
that's cool. I like that.
I noticed that first thing. I'm like, that's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
That is nice touch.
I pour my own soft plastics.
Now wait, you pour your own plastic.
Yep.
Wow.
We have a little room right off the kitchen that I do my European mounts in and my soft plastics.
Is there anything you don't do with the outdoors?
Not other than turkey hunt. I don't turkey hunt. I do everything but turkeys.
Wow. I can't speak. Didn't you just mention European mounting?
Yep. I started off with fishing, and then mom and dad said that they asked me if I wanted to do European mounts, and I said, well, I do everything else, so why not? There's one more thing.
Yep.
So I do my own European mounts and stuff too.
Well, Rick, you missed that. We already did cooking time, Rick.
Peanut butter.
Both are peanut butter from her younger sister.
Yep.
Wheatley Fishing says turkey hunting gets in the way of fishing the spawn.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
It's just in the way of all the fishing.
There you go.
He can go turkey hunt, but I'll go fishing.
Rob, can you put that one back up there from Barking Rugers? I think it was his last one. I didn't get a chance to. It says, Karlee, you're 100% stepping in the right direction. Happy to see you off to such a great start. And
Thank you.
yes,
I think I had one more.
Yep. Me and Becker, or Darren Parsons, me and Becker, proud of you. Keep following your dreams.
That's my mom's brother. That's my uncle.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
Okay.
A lot of my family is on this podcast tonight.
That's
Definitely good.
hey, it takes everybody, you know.
Yep.
But that's a good support system right there. I guarantee you. That means a lot.
Barking Ruber said Rick didn't miss it. He was just experiencing an aging related
Absence of presence.
And Renee Key Johnson says, proud of you, Karlee.
Thank you.
I know you picked up a couple more fans tonight. Ever since we booked your show, I got a chance to email back and forth and get, finally set a date. And I've been watching everything you've I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I've been checking out your social media.
He's been taking notes. He's been taking notes. That's what he's been taking.
No, Rob, I wasn't going to say all that now. No, but you are years and years and years ahead of a lot of people.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you. And Travis, I know Travis Birch is proud of you for what you're doing. Pam Horn, she might be a little proud of you. She might actually be trying to adopt you. Who knows?
Yeah, it might be.
But now, if, like I said before, if there's anything that we can do to help you out, don't be afraid to ask. Rick Amato, he knows he wants more. So, chasing Robin Clark, tough way to go.
Chase and Robin are great friends and great neighbors of ours.
Oh,
okay.
Cool. Good deal.
Their son fishes on the high school team with Karlee.
Okay. Now, are you two partners or?
Mm-mm.
No.
Well,
We have
been
up
partners before, but with my high school trail, you had your individuals like it's kind of like co-anglers and the pros with the LBAA.
Okay.
So yeah, you each get a 5 fish limit though. So
right. And the LBAA
depends on the
fish. Okay.
Because
that makes
some
sense.
of the owners of the lakes are a little stricter on their fish.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, is the LBAA, it's only a 3 fish limit for the co-anglers?
Yes. 5 fish for pros and then 3 for co's.
Yeah, that's the way the Bass Opens are. Bass Opens same way.
Yeah.
But what's your what's your favorite technique of right now? If they asked you one technique, one rod and reel, one lure, what you gonna choose?
Well, it's a hard pick between a lipless crankbait and a glides.
Gotcha. Yeah, glide is pretty addicting.
I'd rather fish the glides, but
yeah.
Pam Horn says, my first few years I was involved in the youth, I was Aunt Pam to everyone. But
still is a lot of them.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Pam's a great ambassador to the sport and the youth.
Absolutely.
100%. She makes sure she has time for the youth.
Yes. We're
Absolutely.
very lucky to have her in the sport and very lucky to have her be Karlee's mentor.
yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's the best for sure.
She is.
And a glide bait.
Yes. I love to throw big-ish glides. I lost a pretty good one. It was Mom and Dad bought me a 6-inch?
Mm-hmm.
A 6-inch 6-inch glide bait while I was in Texas for my good behavior. And since they were so proud of me for when I went to that Camp Bass thing in Texas, they were proud of me, so they bought me a 6-inch a 6-inch 6 cents glide bait.
Right.
And then they bought me another one or a few others, I think. And that one, it was like a bluegill color, and I was throwing it down a bank in one of my high school tournaments. And I worked it, and I wasn't really familiar with glide baits at the time. I had my limit. Dad told me to throw. Don't be scared to throw your glide baits or anything like that. So I casted down the bank, worked it back in, and a fish with a mouth like that big came up, and it came out from under the boat, and I had like that much of the tail left in the water. And it came up and jumped like halfway out of the water and took it and went down underneath the boat. And I was in I was in shock mode. I froze. I didn't know what to do. I thought it broke my rod at first, but it broke my line and took the glide bait. And I called my mom crying because I was scared to call Dad, because I'm a little scared of him when it comes to fishing and losing stuff. But I was scared to call Dad, so I called Mom crying, telling her don't tell Dad. But then she told Dad, so I thought I was gonna get in trouble for losing it, but I didn't get in trouble. But
it happens.
The fish broke. Wasn't it 20-pound fluorocarbon?
Mm-hmm.
It was 20
Wow.
fluorocarbon. So this fishing season, we switched my line up to 65-pound braid. So it'll break my rod before it will the line.
Yeah.
Or my
Oh, I had an old team partner. He taught me how to, if fish hits right the boat like that, just hit your thumb bar and just kind of leave your thumb on the. Yep, that's how he taught me.
And then after that tournament, we went fishing. We went fishing for fun one day, and I took my glide baits with me. And Dad showed me. He taught me that once you work it back into the boat, like twitch it around the side of the boat and stuff before you take it out of the water, just so that doesn't happen again. So, but if I would have got that fish in the boat that tournament, I would have won the tournament.
Yep.
I could have had like that one fish to win the tournament. That one and maybe like a 3-pounder. And I had a couple of 3s in the live well. That tournament, I ended up weighing
13.
I weighed in 13 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice bag.
Yeah.
She weighed in 13 that tournament. I think her small one was a pound and 3/4, something like that.
I thought it was like
and the winning sack was 15 pounds.
Wow, right there.
Yeah.
And knowing that that little watershed I fished for 30 years.
30 plus years.
And knowing that watershed this kid doesn't show emotion. You don't see her shook up. And when she got to the bank 30 minutes later, she was still shook up over it.
I was shaking so bad I couldn't control the motor. I had to have my partner get up there and run the trolling motor for me. So bad.
Knowing what I do about that lake, I would guess that fish was easily over 10.
Jeez. That's a beast right there.
It is.
Like my partner, she like stopped fishing for a second. She let her rod down. She walked across the boat, gave me a hug, and said, "It's just a fish." I said, "It's not just a fish. It's a big fish."
Yep.
I've had that. And Pam Horn said you'll be throwing them a lot real soon.
Oh yeah.
I hope
so. Renee Key Johnston says you have a great support system all around you. See you at Bull Shoals soon.
Yes. See you later.
Absolutely. All right.
Told me that we'd be fishing glides here pretty soon. My face expressions, Dad missed it. Mom saw it, and Mom started dying laughing at my facial expressions when she said we would be fishing glides. My eyes got real big.
Mm-hmm. Can't beat that.
Now, those are like my top things to fish. So.
Gotcha.
Nice.
That's a winning combination right there, I guarantee you.
Yeah. Rattle trap and glide.
Yep.
My go-tos.
Okay. Now we do have the winners on of these LBAA events, so don't be afraid to try to make another appearance. All right. Anyone else have anything? And Diane Ubelhack says, "Hey, girl, I know I butchered her name. I apologize in advance. But Anyone else have any questions? If not, we're roughly at an hour. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
So
Goes by quick.
Rick Amato to you, Kevin, says you did a great job, Dad. Congrats. Best of luck to you, Karlee.
Thank you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna we'll let you guys go. Have a great night. It's been our pleasure.
We enjoyed it, and best of luck rest of the season. We're gonna be watching you and cheering you on for sure.
Thank you.
100%. And Diana says, looking forward to seeing you in Arkansas.
You too.
Now you notice
All
I
right.
didn't try to pronounce that last name again.
Yep. All right.
All right, folks. Well, you take care and.
Hey, when Pam says that, it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm not telling you to skip school a couple days to go pre-fish or not, but
I want to. I don't know if Mom and Dad will let me.
I got a feeling Dad might. You might have to clear that with Mama.
Yeah.
Dad definitely will let me do it. I don't know about Mom.
Yep.
No, and education is important, and you know that.
Definitely.
Eh,
Definitely.
Fishing education is more important.
More importanter. Yeah.
More
I agree
important.
with you there.
That's right.
More importanter. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like how y'all are, or whatever he says. I
Yep.
can't say. All right, you two. Keep up the great work, both in fishing and social media. You've got a great head on your shoulders. Congrats to you and to both your parents. You're doing
Thank
a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Raising a fine young woman.
We try.
All right. Well, you guys take care. Oh, and Pam just said she had 19 pounds on, almost 19 on Beaver Lake.
Wow.
Well, good job.
That's a good sack.
That's a huge sack for over there.
And I believe they won it because I keep up with Pam. So
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Can't beat it.
Anything else you want us to talk about, Karlee, Joe, or Kevin?
Oh, I want to say thank you to Miss Pam Horn, and Julia Darbone for being great boaters. Yes, I'm used to saying boat captains.
Yep.
I understand.
We know what you mean. We know what you mean.
Yeah, and they do too, and I'm sure they appreciate you as well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you two have a great night.
You too.
You guys too.
All right.
Take care. And,
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
See ya.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Wow. What do you think?
That girl, she's definitely sharper than me and you on social media. I'll give her props. But definitely a bright future, bright young lady for sure.
Yes. As long as if she keeps at it, there, like I said,
Sky's the limit.
It's not even the limit. There is no limit for her.
Yep, I'd agree with you there. No. But great start, and glad she had a great experience at LBAA. Sound like she had some good mentors and learned a lot. So said she'll learn every tournament. She'll learn, pick up, get more confidence. So just keep rolling that confidence.
That's it. That and she's for her age. I'm not going to give her age out. She's very well spoken.
Yep.
She knows what she has to do. Her parents doing a great job. And I don't know what else to say outside of, even if I don't care if you watch this show from start to finish, watch it again.
Yep.
You'll pick something up.
Yep. She's definitely a rising star. So y'all keep tuned and watch her.
Yep. And definitely if you have no kids in school age kids that want to get in fishing, have them watch that show.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Anything else, bud?
No, but I think Mama just tuned in.
Yeah. I'm her mama. You can give her age. Age is only a number. She's like 21. She's like 21. At least.
She's more mature than some 20 and 30-year-olds I know.
And some 55-year-old men I know.
Yeah, we had that too. I grant you that.
Anything else you want to talk about, bud?
No, we good. Like I said, I
right.
fished Saturday at Dale. It was tough. I mean, it was a high school tournament, 240 boats, and calm winds, and I had 3 misses, no keepers. So it happens. I go from big bass one weekend to 0 to next. So
From big
it's
bass to
part
no
of the game.
bass.
So yep, pretty
big bass
much.
to no bass.
Yeah, it's
And,
part of the game. It happens.
Yep. And tomorrow we have Tally Talks with Violetta Tally.
Oh, I look forward to that. You guys want to learn more about the business side, marketing side? That's your info right there. Pot of gold.
Yep, that's what it'll be about. All right, folks. Well, you have a good night. Take care, and hope to tune in tomorrow.
All right, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for watching and subscribing. Peace out.